experience, and his main qualification is his dogged loyalty to the president, there's not a lot that individual can do that without the assistance of some very patriotic people who live in the hierarchy below somebody like that.
One of the things that is, I think, a little bit hard to grasp for those of us who aren't on the Intelligence Committee, who we're serving in these kind of positions, but we read spy novels and so we hear about it, is the fact that the intelligence agencies, like the military, have offensive capacity. They have the ability to carry out covert actions. It's been reported publicly that the United States developed specific cyber capacities to try to have recourse in case Russia tried to interfere in our election again. Are you concerned that essentially there will be a stand-down order from President Trump, that the military and the intelligence agencies who have the capability to protect us from something like this will be told not to?
Well, you know, in this administration, you're concerned about everything, right? There is nothing too fantastical that it's off the table, particularly as to your previous conversation, when this president feels completely unchained and able to do whatever he wants. But I'll go back to what I just said. You know, were there to be an order to stand down from offensive action or defensive action against election meddling, hundreds of people would know that, and I know that there are a lot of Lieutenant Colonel Vindmans out there who would raise their hand and say this is not right. What I worry a lot more about, and you're absolutely right, I can't get into specifics, but we have both an awful lot more information than we had going into 2016 about how meddling happens, and yes, our offensive capabilities are the very best in the world. What I worry a lot more about is that Congress and the public may be prevented from getting information, right? And that was the message that was sent, if it happened, I wasn't in the Oval Office, but by Donald Trump, you know, apparently berating an admiral, Admiral Joe Maguire, who gave his life to this country in service of this country's national security, berating Admiral Maguire, and I guess ultimately replacing him sooner than expected because he wasn't happy about a briefing. You know, if Congress isn't getting information, there's no way for us to look over the shoulder of the Intelligence Committee to know the answer to your question, which is there political interference? Are things going in a way that is inconsistent with our national security?
Congressman Jim Himes, member of the Intelligence Committee. Sir, thanks for being with us. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Rachel.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.